All right, today we are diving deep into a true classic, Jack London's The Call of the Wild. Now, this is so much more than just a story about a dog. It's a really powerful look at what happens when you strip away civilization, when that thin layer of society gets peeled back and you see the ancient primal beast that's just waiting underneath. Let's get into that incredible transformation.
London kicks the whole thing off with this poem, and it's really the perfect key to unlocking the entire story. Think of it like a promise he's making to us, the reader. He's saying that deep down, under all that comfortable, civilized life, there's a wild, serene spirit. It's not gone, it's just sleeping. And London is about to give it one heck of a wake-up call.
And to really understand just how massive that transformation is, we have to start at the beginning. We have to meet the dog Buck was before he heard the call. Before the snow, before the pain, before the struggle, he lived in this sun-drenched world where he was, for all intents and purposes, a king. London really paints a picture here, doesn't he? Buck isn't just some family pet. He's a 140-pound ruler of this huge estate. He's called a sated aristocrat, but don't get the wrong idea. He's not soft. Not at all. All that hunting and swimming has made him strong, hardened his muscles. He has this deep, genuine pride in himself, and why wouldn't he? He truly believes the entire world revolves around him, and in his world it does. A world of sunshine, respect, and perfect order. But that perfect, sun-kissed world, it's about to be completely shattered by a single act of betrayal. And this is where Buck's real education begins. His education in a new, savage reality, starting with a lesson he will never, ever forget.
And it happens so fast. Manuel, one of the gardeners, has a gambling problem. He takes Buck for what the dog thinks is just a casual evening walk. And the messed up part is, Buck's trust, his total faith in the people he knows, is used as a weapon against him. A simple rope gets slipped around his neck, and that rope becomes the first link in a chain that's going to drag him from his kingdom right into the heart of the primitive world.
Suddenly, his whole world, his entire universe, collapses to the size of a wooden crate. For 2 agonizing days and nights, he's just thrown around in an express car. No food, no water. His kingly rage, his fury, is just met with laughter from his captors. His pride is torn to shreds, and his anger just builds and builds into this fever pitch. He's no longer a king. He's not even a dog. He's just cargo.
And at the end of this journey from hell, another tormentor is waiting. A big guy wearing a red sweater. And in his hand, he's holding the 2 tools that are about to teach Buck his first big lesson, a hatchet to pry open the crate and a club to break his spirit. So when that crate finally flies open, Buck just explodes out of it, 140 pounds of pure fury. But he's met with a shock he's never known before, the crushing, painful blow of the club. He charges again, and each time he's smashed down. And it's right here that Buck learns a lesson that's going to be seared into his brain forever. This isn't about being punished for doing something wrong. This is about power. He learns that in this new world, brute force in the hands of a man with a club is the ultimate unbreakable law. And the man's words, they're so calm, almost friendly, which just makes the whole lesson even more chilling. Buck is beaten, yes, but as London makes it very clear, he is not broken. He gets it now. He understands the reign of this new primitive law. And deep down, a cunning he never knew he had begins to stir.
Okay, so he's learned the law of man, but the club? That's just lesson number 1. Now Buck is thrown into the north, into this primordial landscape where the law is even older, and this time, the teacher is the wild itself. I mean, try to put yourself in his paws for a second. Buck, this dog from the warm Southland, he steps onto something that feels like mud, but it bites him like fire. This white, mushy stuff falling from the sky, it's totally alien to him. That sensory shock is his baptism into the north, a land of cold, of confusion, and of brand new dangers. And this right here, this is the absolute heart of Buck's journey back to the primitive. Everything he once understood as being moral, respect, fairness, fellowship, all of that is now a liability. It's a weakness that will get you killed. In the north, survival is the only morality, and it's governed by the brutal, simple efficiency of the club and the fang. He learns this next lesson not by being beaten himself, but by watching something horrible. His new friend, a dog named Curly, she makes a friendly move towards a husky. The response is just lightning fast, a slash of fangs a quick leap away. The second Curly is knocked off her feet, the circle of dogs it had been watching silently just swarms her. It's over in minutes. There is no fair play. Once you go down, it's the end. That is the law of the fang. And you see his civilized self just get stripped away piece by piece so fast it's almost unbelievable. He learns to steal food, not for fun, but because of this desperate, gnawing hunger that just never goes away. Instincts he never knew he had bubble to the surface, like how to dig a warm bed in the snow or how to read the wind. And then, the most profound thing of all. On those freezing cold nights, he points his nose at the moon and he joins the huskies in their ancient wolf-like howl, a sound that's echoing up from the deepest, most forgotten parts of his soul.
So, with this rapid awakening of his primitive self, the stage is now set for the book's main conflict. His old morality is completely gone, and a brand new ambition is taking its place, the raw, powerful drive for mastery.
And that brings us to Spitz. Now, Spitz isn't just another dog. He is the embodiment of the Northland's law. He's the alpha, the experienced, savage leader of the dog team. He's treacherous, he's ruthlessly effective, and from the very first moment he lays eyes on Buck, he recognizes him, not as some soft newcomer, but as a true rival, a rival that has to be destroyed. Their conflict isn't just a single event. It's a slow, simmering war. It starts small, over a stolen sleeping spot. Then it escalates when Spitz uses the chaos of a wild husky raid to launch a sneaky attack on Buck. He attacks again when Buck is completely exhausted and helpless after being chased by a rabid dog. And each one of these treacherous acts just fuels Buck's bitter and deathless hatred. But here's the thing that makes Buck so dangerous now. He remembers the man in the red sweater. He remembers the lesson in patience he bought with so much pain. So he doesn't just charge at Spitz blindly. No, he uses that new cunning he's discovered. He starts a rebellion, not with an open fight, but with subtle, calculated acts of defiance. And his strategy? It's genius, in a savage kind of way. He systematically dismantles Spitz's authority from the inside out. When Spitz goes to punish a lazy dog, Buck deliberately gets in the way. He encourages the other dogs to slack off. And the result is chaos. The team, which was once this single, efficient unit, becomes this bickering, disorganized mob. And by doing this, Buck destroys the thing Spitz values most, his leadership. He proves he's not just stronger, but he's also smarter. Even the human dog driver Francois, he can see exactly what's coming. He gets it. This isn't just a dog squabble. This is a primal battle for dominance, and it can only end one way. He knows Buck isn't just a Southland dog anymore. He's become what he calls two devils, and he's just waiting for the right moment to strike.
And this sets the stage for their final, epic showdown. This is going to be more than just a fight between two dogs. It is the ultimate test of the law of club and fang, a struggle that's going to decide not just who leads the team, but who is the true, dominant, primordial beast.